Good morning everyone. Right, this morning I'm going to be showing you a book that's been sent to me. It's been gifted to me. But first I just want to share. I've got 2 kits on the go. I've done it all mainly last week, but I've just finished it off. Everything you see in these, they're going to be for the Bohemian bead kit. So I've sorted out all the colours. Just share that with you. There's other things on top of them as well. These are all the tassels and trims that are going to be coming for the bag kit. There's some more trim cut. These again for the bead kits. This is for the Bohemian bead kit. Then we've got some more bits and pieces for the Bohemian bead kit. All the wool for the beads are done as well, and I've done them in in colours. So you can see all of those, and the trims. The bows as well. They're going to go in with the kit because you might want to reuse them. They're just fastened and you can snip them and then reuse if you want to. The different fabrics are all cut ready for the bag kit. Do you remember the bag kit? The Bohemian bag, well, it wasn't a Bohemian, it was more like a shabby kit. Shabby bag that I did with a pearl handle. So I've cut the string for the handles, but you can also make tassels out of those, which I've shown you how to do. I've also done these little kits with ribbons in and bows in and whatnot, and then these as well. They've got lots of little trimmings in, and also these papers, which is gorgeous papers for another kit that I'm doing. So you get small ones cut ready and you fold them in half, but you can make tags out of them, or you're getting these as well, the long ones. So I've got a few more bits and pieces to make for the kits. But the bead kit, the Bohemian bead kit, is already completed. And when Joe comes tomorrow, we'll be putting all those together. Well, there's beaded string. There's all sorts, and metal beads as well. The bag kit, obviously, that's for the bag kit. So is that. So is the tassel. Or you can use it on your bead kit, it doesn't matter. And everything's here that you need for the bead kit and the bag kit. Now, I've only done 6. I can do another 6 if needed. But, I'm not going to make too many and then they're not sell. I don't know how many people would like to make the Bohemian bead or the shabby chic bag. I've got some lace to put in it yet for the shabby chic bag. But look, this is for the Bohemian beads. That chenille. And so you've got it in grey. You've got that beautiful grey chenille. It's gorgeous. But I've used as many different ones as I can. And they will be colour coordinated kits. So there'll be a green kit, orange kit, red kit, pink kit, purple kit, blue kit, gold kit. So your beads, but you will, in the kit, you will get 3 different colours to do 3 different beads. Alright, and then in your bag kit, everything will be colour coordinated. And I do have some beautiful patches to go in as well. Like I'll show you, hang on. Right, so what I've got here is beautiful fabrics for the bag. So I'm just going to show you these. These have just arrived from Tatty. I bought them from Tatty. She gets them. She gets some awesome things. But I will be cutting the patches out to add to your bag. And so there's all that. So all this has to be now cut up. See? So we'll cut these out, and you will be able to have those in with your, you know, for your bag, so that you can put them on if you want to. They're going to be beautiful bags. And the thing is, you get your fabrics as well for your lining and for your bag. This is just stunning. Look at this. So yeah, I think you'll enjoy playing around and making one. You know what? And if not, use them for top-ups. There's lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of stuff going in them, I can tell you. But I will share each kit once we've made the kits up. We had to get everything prepared for them. It takes a long time. I did go away for the weekend, as you know, with my sisters and friends. But yeah, I'm sure you'll love the kits. And you know me, you'll always get more than what you pay for. Right, so before I show you the book, which has been kindly sent to me, and I'm absolutely thrilled with it. I did do last night a couple of, well, 3 flowers, 2 roses, 2 rolled roses. I do have a video, so I'm not going to share how I did them, but I will again explain how I've done it. Because I've got several videos on it. So this particular rose, this one, how you do that is you take a strip of fabric. Let me draw it for you, because it's better. If you're a visual learner, it's a lot better. So this is the strip. You'll take a strip of fabric. I mean, for that one, I've done 2 inches wide. So you want it from there to there, 2 inches wide. And you cut it at an angle. So you'll take that off. And you'll cut that at an angle, and you'll take that off. But you still stitch from there to there. So when you're starting it off, you're going to have that kind of thing. And you stitch along the top edge that's the longest. This will twist slightly, which is what gives you the twist in the fabric. So obviously, you stitch this end to this end, and then stitch all the way along, okay? And then roll it, so you can put this point, sew this point to this point, or glue it, whichever. I would generally sew the first couple of inches basically, and then glue the rest. I'll use a bit of ribbon just to show you. Okay, so let me just cut a piece of ribbon. It's hard to explain, but it's better to show. So if I cut, you can cut it either way, it doesn't matter, so long as you've got that slant. And you sew that to that, and as you can see, when you start sewing it, you're thinking, oh, it's not going to go right. But yeah, you twist and turn. So you turn it, and it gives you that twist in the fabric, see? See how it's twisting? And you keep sewing all the way along, and you'll have that little twist in the material. And then, like I say, once you've done that, which I'll show you, it is better to show people. This isn't really as wide as it should be, but I'm just going to share this with you. So we'll seal this off. Just imagine this is the fabric. Now, I usually generally will use scarves, because the width of a scarf, if it's fairly wide, longer than 12 inches, that's how wide I'd cut a strip to sew. So I'm just going to add these 2 sides together just to show you what I mean. Yes, I know it'll twist, but ignore that. You'll sew the 2 sides together like that. Now you can imagine that a bit wider, and you can see how it's twisting. It makes a beautiful flower. But then when you're going back to the beginning, when you're starting to roll it together, those 2 ends just stitch together, and then do that. Sorry, it'll be that way once it's stitched. So pull that down, stitch that, and then start to roll it. like that. And you see, you start the rows. I mean, you can see it looks pretty neat. So that's how you do them. So I hope that's helpful. But go along, look at the Rolled Roses videos and you'll see what I mean. This one was done totally different. And what you do is you get 3 strips and you just do a running stitch. So turn the ends over. Again, turn that over, flip it over. And then start to stitch a running stitch. And it's a single one, it's not double. You're just turning the ends over. And I've used 3. Oh, excuse me, I've got hiccups now. I've got 3 long strips, 12 inches or more, whatever width the scarf was. And then I've just stitched all 3 of them, pulled them together tightly and finished them off. And then stitched the 3 pieces together, which makes a carnation. Right? So basically, when you're doing that one, you've got a long strip like that. Shave off the ends like I do, just cut them off and discard that. Make sure you use your lighter to seal it off. Don't seal the top off yet. You do this at the end, but the sides you do. So you will stitch along here, all the way along, and then you pull that tight, so you end up, you've got a little base where it's pulled all tight and rippled there. And then your fabric's obviously like that. So it's pulled tight together. 3 of those, stitch side by side. And you end up with a carnation. Once they're all stitched together, take your lighter and just go around. If you've got the right fabric that you can melt, see, if you've got the right fabric, you can also, if they're not quite right, when you've done them, you pull them together like that. Snip it all off. See, I've got some that's a little bit long there. So all I have to do is to snip that off like that, open it up, and then just go back and seal it when I've snipped it. You see, that's 1, and that's 2, and that's 3. And they're just done together like that. And they're lovely. They're really pretty. Like that. And if you happen to burn any of it, you just cut it off and re-seal it. So, just do that. I love them. They're really pretty flowers. So that's how you do those. Right, now we'll get on to the book. Now, Shell, we call her Shell, sent me this book and I'm thrilled with it. I have to say, I love it. So I'm just going to get rid of that. Put those away. And move those to one side. They will be going on sale, those, anyway. So it's called Daydream Journals by Tilly Rose. Memories, ideas and inspiration in stitch, cloth and thread. And so you can make yourself a book cover. You can make a bag. You can do absolutely anything. Do yourself a mat or something. But it's absolutely beautiful. And there's no right and wrong way of... you know, like she's made a picture there. So you can get a piece of what you call linen, cotton linen, stamp your picture on it, stamp your flowers on, and then embroider the flowers. Look, a book cover. You can use felts, you can use cottons, you can use any kind of fabric. And we're going to do one of these. I'm going to take you through the process of doing one. Different stitches that you can put on. Make your own little leaves and patterns. Put your buttons on. Put some beading on. It's completely up to you what you do and how you do it. Now, I do have some pinking shears which cuts the ridge, you know, the like zigzag on it. But I think I need to buy myself some new ones. I love this one, you know, because you can add everything you can put on it. You can add individually once you've done your fabrics. So she's just got different strips here. Added different trims, put some buttons on, done some stitching. added little pieces, like these are added on, so she's probably printed them onto canvas or a cotton, cut them out and then stitched them onto her project. It's therapeutic to do something like this. And it can just be a little idea that pops into your head. Grab your book page and just do something. Add leaves where you want, you know, beading, little charms. I mean, I know she's done this and she's used it like a journal and plan it, explore, whatever. But it's up to you what you do. See, now you can paint something on a piece of fabric, on a plain piece of fabric, and then go over it with your stitches. It is really therapeutic. She's done a roll there. Just it's like my favourite things. You can put your favourite button on, your favourite lace on, your favourite trimmings, whatever it is you want. Mix your fabrics. And obviously she's done lots of journals here, but done with fabric. Print your, what she got? Doodles and designs. I love that. I think that's ace. Sketch something onto a piece of paper, onto a piece of fabric. Stamp something, whatever you want to do. You know, like she's painted onto plain fabrics. And she's just cut little scraps out and then built a page from there. See, just painting little bit background colours. Well, she's painting her pages as well to make the journal. Stamping onto things, on fabrics. And then needlepoint. There's absolutely loads you can do. You can actually sew onto, like, the leaves. You know, if you've got the leaves, like, just say I've got some leaves here. So I take a leaf onto my canvas, and then I can stitch that in. And then I might want to put some beading up there and some little veins. It's just therapeutic, and it just, you end up with something you can pass on to your granddaughter or your daughter. You can make a needlepoint book, pin book, needle book. You can do anything. Have you got somebody in the family that knits? Make them a long one, so they can pop in and put some elastic in, you know, like that, so the needles can go in. Just shows you ways to cover a book, and then you can start playing around. Yeah, a notebook. It's not hard to create something beautiful. Working with Mother Nature's earth. I mean, look. So, onion skins make a colour. Beetroot make a colour. Boil a beetroot, a fresh beetroot, and use the liquid to make colour in your book, on your book pages. Or just basically on the pages inside the book. It's completely up to you. You see this, although they've done it on paper, these flowers, I would do that on canvas, cut them out and then pop them onto a project, onto the page. Berry squishing, lots of things you can, you know, find to dabble about on your pages, as well as the canvas itself. Dyeing with food colouring. But then it comes to these, which are the... See how she's painting the background of the fabric she's done. So she's sewn her fabric bits on, put her laces and trims on, done some stitching, and now she's colouring it in to make it more colourful. Now, somebody made me one, a long time ago, a beautiful embroidered bag. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I've wanted to sit and do one since then. So, but I'm going to do a book cover, I think. Tea dye everything and things like that. Use your sprays to dye your laces and that. You don't have to have one colour lace. Just lots and lots of different things that you can play around with. And then design it. Even if you can't draw, everyone can draw. It's just not everybody's as good as each other. But that doesn't matter, because once you draw it, basic, then you can start adding your fabrics when you've coloured them. So yeah, different threads, different types of thread. I've got some of these going into the kits that I'm doing now, you know, And look, you can just make a pattern with different coloured threads. And on that, you could put stitch some stems, stitch some leaves, put some flowers on. Just keep all your little oddments of fabric. When you go to your charity shops and things like that. Jewellery, buttons, you can do anything. There's lots and lots of things you can actually use. You know. So, that's why I never throw anything away. This book also has patterns you can follow if you're not very good, but... And the way to stitch them, look. Showing you how to do the stitching. The spider rose. I have a video on how to do that spider rose. It's had a lot of views, I'll tell you. The French knot, the star stitch, chain stitch, blanket stitch. And look at that bag. That's stunning. And it's just a piece of canvas she's got underneath on top of a bag. Just gorgeous. Look at that, with a bit of lace hanging off, like it's like it should belong to a pond. They're just different ways. So I am going to do a front page for you. Might do something simple like this just to show you. And then you can use your paints as well to colour things in. Even just something here like this for a jar. You know, they're so simple. Sorry about the dogs, but they are driving me nuts. I take you through... Joey, shush, it's your dad. I take you through them step by step on all my videos. Hopefully that's what you see that I do. And, oh, look at this. That's on the roll. She kept her pens, crochet hooks and whatnot in it. And it's just building it up and building it up. But yeah, I take you through stage by stage. And then you can combine different things from different videos that I've done. And do you, what was that? So that's a roll, Winter Sparkle 2019. And it's all to do with the Christmas that she had. Making a little banner out of little bits of fabric with trims. Look at that. That is absolutely gorgeous. And we used to do them with the laces. Do you remember? About 5-6 years ago, it was a fab thing to go on to get a reel and then do a rollout. But you can do that. Put in your favourite buttons. Put in your favourite music. Little patterns. Just tiny wee bits that you don't want to throw away. Stitch it all into a thing at the end and see how what you come up with. Lots and lots of ways of doing beautiful embroidery, and these are all different little patches she's put on, one on top of the other, and then stitched over all of that and added some buttons. So that's something I think I'm going to do with you. So, and I'll be mixing felts, fabrics and embroidery and bling. And I think we'll start that shortly. But even that, different ribbons. So we sell the seam binding. We do sell it in blue, beige, blue, beige, pink, green and white. And you get 3 meters. So you could colour them with your pens, you know, your felts and that. I need to find where I've put mine, actually. I've put mine somewhere, I can't find them. But yeah, you need to find them with your, You need to colour your, use your sprays or your paints, colour the thing, and then just put them along a book like that. So they don't need ironing or anything like that. Stitch them all into place. Twist them if you want to. There, she's twisting certain ones. So yeah. There's lots and lots and lots of ideas. I just love them. I think it's very bohemian. And mixing everything you have. You never waste anything when you do something like this, folks, I'll tell you. So yeah. Lovely. I love the way they put the buttons on the seam, on the side. There, she's cut, she's embroidered, or she's found something that's got embroidered leaves on it. She's cut them out and she's adding them to her projects and then painting the background. So we're going to make something like this, a book cover. And yeah, that's another thing. Leaf printing. Go outside and get some leaves. Bring them in. Paint them. Put them on your canvas, plain canvas. And just stitch around them. Add berries to them, you know. When I say add berries, not real ones. Make some berries. Stitch some berries or something like that to go with them. Really good ideas. It's a fantastic book, and Shell, I'm thrilled to pieces with it, love. And yes, I will definitely be sharing. Oh, look, a tea cosy. I like the patchwork tea cosy. You can do absolutely anything. And so this was my bag that I took the idea from. I mean, I've just done, oh, sorry about that. I've just done, let me just see if you can, make sure you can see. Yeah. I've just done the patchwork side of it. But on the book cover, I will be embroidering things, and we'll see. Lots and lots of different things we can do. I've lost a little flower. I need to put that back on. I'll remember to do that. Probably on the floor somewhere. Do you know what? I think I've just knocked that off, haven't I? Probably, well, be on here somewhere. Anyway, I need to glue them on with glossy accents so they don't come off. But yes, you know, there's, like the back of that could all be embroidered. But like I say, you can but try. I will not hear anybody say, I can't do it. There is no right and wrong way to crafting. And you know, just use what you have, scrap here, scrap there. So that will be the next tutorial. I'm going to come back and show you how to do one of these. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye bye for now.